To make this video, I've requested the help of Michael Jordan. Now, I watch content every day, and I never understood why so many YouTubers in the watch space always had to caveat their videos, their opinions, so many times with such fear in their eyes. Now I get it. To give this video some structure, the first part will address the haters. Then the middle will address the people who may have understood my first video. And then we're going to end with the people who actually understood what I was saying and were nice about it. First, the haters. Making a group chat outside of YouTube to say nasty things about me is just proof that I'm doing social media things correctly. Nobody makes groups about stuff that they don't care about. This is a problem I've only seen celebrities and huge creators have, so I feel like I've finally joined the cool club. I made a video where I said, I'm not sure if I should get this watch or not. Can you guys help me make that decision? And you decided to take time out of your day to create a group and gather together to be horrible about me behind my back.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm living rent-free in your mind. And in this economy, what a steal. For the haters in my comments calling me all sorts of names and taking personal digs at me, if you think you'll ever bully an apology or retraction out of me, I'll let you know now. I'm not the one. I don't need this watch content stuff. I love watches in real life, and I talk about watches with people in real life. This is not where I make my money. Before you see me cower and make content to please you, I'll shut this whole thing down and have fun somewhere else. But even that isn't likely because I really love making watch videos. Now, I've had to make peace with the fact that I'll never understand the jealousy and hatred you have, and that's a good thing. Next, for those who believe I did all this because I simply cannot afford a Rolex,
Stop it. Get some help.
I'll never go down that route with you. I've seen it play out before with other people. You say I'm poor, I show you screenshots of my bank account. You say the screenshots are fake. I buy the watch to prove a point. You then say the watch is fake. Then I show you that the watch is real. Then you say, well, I only got that one because I couldn't afford a better one. The really stupid thing for me to do would be buy a watch to impress people that are going to hate me no matter what. And finally, if you think I'm only looking for people who agreed with me in that video, I urge you to relax and actually read some of my responses in the comments to people who were clearly disagreeing with me, but were still being respectful about it. Which, as a grown man with his own platform, I'd think is not too much to ask for. Now we're at the middle. For those who said this is about price,
Stop it. Get some.
you're actually kind of right. The fact is, while I can afford it, 7K can simply be spent better somewhere else, like on my business or to travel. So because it's a lot of money, I needed to put more thought into it. If this was about a £50 watch, I could afford to make a quick decision and then get rid of it if I felt uneasy. If I'm going to spend 7K, I need to be perfectly happy with it. For this Rolex, if I feel uneasy about it later, it'll be painful for me to maybe sell it or let go of it because I actually really like the watch. Like, saying no to it was really hard for me. For the people who said, how can you say that with a Seiko in your videos? Seiko did X, Y, and Z and this in that war and etc. etc. Maybe, right, get this, maybe I just didn't know. I've been making these YouTube videos for 9 months. 9. And some of you have this wrong opinion that someone who makes videos online must be an expert. No, I'm documenting my journey. There's a reason I don't talk much about specs and history and facts and all those other things to tell you what you should and shouldn't buy. If you want experts, go look at Teddy Baldassar or literally anyone else's videos. Going back to the Seiko comments or comments about how there are so many other things in life that are tied to war or innovated during the war, I must assume you didn't watch the video in full. But rather than do what I want to do, which is tell you to not comment on stuff before you actually watch it in full, I'll reiterate the core of my point in that original video. It wasn't a blind general link to the war only. You could do that with anything. It was about the specific glorification of certain things in the war. While GPS was invented or improved upon during the war, I'm not necessarily bringing honor to the war by using GPS. And that may even be true of this Rolex, as some of you mentioned in the comments. But my point was not definitive, as misleading as the title may seem. In the video, I clearly stated that I was still making the decision and that this is something I've never had to think about at this scale before. So I needed your help. I know there needs to be a cutoff point, and I'm still finding that cutoff point for myself. I'm sure trousers were innovated during the war to be more durable and useful. I'm not going to walk around outside without trousers. This watch is not a pair of trousers. At this point, I've accepted that for those who deliberately want to misunderstand what you're saying, they always will if they just don't like you as a person for some reason. I'll give you a couple examples. I literally saw a few days ago a football player, I don't watch football, sign a new contract with a team. He's signing like a £200 million deal for a number of years, and there's people in the comments saying he's ruined his career with this decision. I saw a video where a mother simply said, "My dog just bit my baby in the face because they accidentally stepped on its tail. So parents out there with dogs and toddlers, be careful not to leave them alone in a room together just in case." And instead of saying, "I'm sorry this happened to you, is your baby okay? I hope this wasn't too traumatic for you guys." People were in the comments saying, "You should train your toddler to be better around dogs." No sympathy for this child with a possibly permanent scar on their lip for something that was an accident. Now, to those who watched the video in full, either with objectivity or positivity, thank you. Taking the time out of your day to give me advice and ask me pressing questions, it really gave me stuff to think about. For those who gave me things to research or new ways to look at this topic, again, I appreciate you. I did my best to read all the comments, and I've liked some, loved some, and even thanked you guys for educating me, even if we ultimately disagreed. Especially Watches Unwound, who made a video about what I said, even though he disagreed with me too. Go check out his video. He makes some cool stuff. I've passed on the watch for now, but who knows? Maybe I'll buy it another time. Also, thanks for the people who laid out their personal thought processes on the matter as well, as I noticed some of you also have to consider these things when you buy certain products. For those who send me private messages of encouragement, I appreciate you as well, as I've probably already responded to you. And I want to say this, I have over 200,000 followers in another niche. And I've been on there for like 7 years, but I've never had the amount of heartfelt, kind DMs that I do from my watch content that I started like a year ago. This is another indicator that I'm on the right path with my content and with what kind of gap I'm filling in the watch content space. Moving forward, I hope you continue to love what I've got coming next. Hopefully, this will be the most I stray from talking about watches. Thanks for listening, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day.